The Ultimate Showdown. 2 writers, 2 fanfiction scripts. And only you can choose which one wins. It's the Fanfiction Showdown.
Hi, and welcome to the Fanfiction Showdown. I'm your host, Ben O'Brien. This is a show where we 2 people take scripts of fan fiction and they battle their scripts together into a fight. But I mean, one person goes first, then the other person goes. It's like a contest, and who wins? That's a great question. You get to choose. That's right. The chat. You will be able to vote on who wins.
I hope
tonight.
it's me.
Shut up, Cricket. Don't talk when I haven't introduced you. So, tonight we are doing the American healthcare system. Yay! Everybody's super pumped about that. We're huge fans. We love it. We love money. We love paying for things. We like that's America. We like to. I want the best stuff. I want a $400,000 syringe.
Yeah,
I want
to be best friends with Ben, and that's what this show is.
That's right. And great point. Tonight is so in the race to become my best friend, it's getting pretty heated. If you can see here, Robbie you can't really see it, but Robbie, who was number 5 at one point, now moved up to Cricket's spot at number 2, and Cricket's at number 3. So
I don't understand why, because I've actually won more than Robbie.
Doesn't matter. Shut up. Now we have to. But it doesn't matter. Now we have to introduce someone who I put just today at number 40 on my best friends list. Please welcome to the show our special guest, Kyle Mizono. Hi, Kyle. Say hi.
Hello. I just parted my hair for you.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
Kyle, it's great that you're on the show. You're the king of the show.
Oh, I know.
Quiet. Robbie, shut up. Robbie,
I just...
All right, go back to me. Kyle's cool. We saw Kyle. Now we're seeing me. So really important. If I put this up, that means everybody has to shut up because you guys are really starting to crosstalk early, and I'm already angry. Now I would like to introduce the most important and coolest contestant of anyone I've ever met. They used to be my second best friend. Please welcome to the show, Cricket Harrison.
Thanks, Ben. Hi, everyone. Can you see me? I'm really excited to be here. Ben, thank you for saying all that nice stuff. I really hope to reclaim my title of Ben's second best friend. It's important to me. I lost last week, but I'm feeling good about this week. Looking forward to seeing Robbie's script. And thank you for introducing me first, because you've never done that before. So I feel like that's a pretty good omen.
Yep, I did it because you complained. All right, next contestant is somebody who I call friend, mostly just for the conceit of the show. He recently had a baby who he will not show me the baby. Please welcome to the show, Robert Bruce Ratcliffe.
Robbie.
Ben, it's so great to be part of the show. Kyle's the king of the show, and I serve Kyle.
Okay,
welcome to the show, Kyle. Welcome to the show, Ben. Second best friend.
Man, thanks.
Just having a blast.
Hey, Robbie.
I can sense it. The energy is up.
Robbie, hi.
Levels are up. Hi, Cricket.
Hi.
I'm taking you down.
Can you see me?
You're gonna get. I'm gonna take all the parts of you and smash them with my hands.
No.
Words.
It's a show about writing.
Yes, but it's also a show about points, and I am
all right.
gunning
It's
for
actually
points
not. There's
tonight.
no point system.
We got to move on. All right, so I want to say thanks, Robbie. I don't usually get welcomed to the show, so that was quite the pleasure of mine of that. So, all right, so we want to go to... Okay, so this isn't just fan fiction. We don't just write whatever, right? It's a contest. So there are a set of rules that comes along with every script, but before we get to the rules, we always have to do this thing that I hate. Robbie, do you have a drawing?
I absolutely have made the drawing tonight, Ben. It's a big drawing. It's really, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to a lot of people. I think.
All right,
Can we see it?
No.
He's not a medical doctor, Robbie.
Robbie
Bones is the medical doctor on the original season of Star Trek.
Fiction Showdown, because
Oh,
this is what
okay.
we call. This
I
is
respect
what we,
that,
This is what
actually.
we in the fan fiction business call a throwback character.
Robbie, I actually do respect you. I respect
Okay.
that.
Okay.
And I respect
Cricket, just
So
show
he's a
your
doc-
drawing.
Okay, I actually didn't do a drawing this week. I did a feminist performance piece because Robbie's a better drawer than I am, but I'm a better feminist performance piece maker than Robbie.
I
So
don't know
if you
about
could
that.
show my piece, that is actually, I don't know if you can read it, but I did write in my menstrual blood, my health is not your wealth. I meant for it to be a little bit darker, but it was actually the end of my cycle. So the blood is a little bit more like brown and see-through, but and you can see I'm in agony. And
All
that's
right,
my
thank you,
piece for this
Cricket.
week.
I don't
All right,
understand
now
how you
look.
drew that.
We need to move on.
In
but I need,
my menstrual blood.
we need you.
The whole-
I need.
Because I use MS Paint.
Yeah, no.
I need you guys to shut
you're
up.
You're not a feminist.
I need you guys to shut up, and I need you guys to look at me right now, and
Yeah.
I need you to know. I need you to tell me that you know that the drawings have no effect on anything in the show.
Right. Except for
They
the
don't
point.
affect.
They don't have an effect on the show, but I was hoping mine could maybe make the world a little bit better.
Well, my,
No, okay. We got to
my
go on. We
point-
got to figure out who goes. We got to look at the rules.
Okay.
I use the points.
There's no
Time for
points, Robbie.
the rules. All right. The overall rules. These are always the same. It can't be longer than 7 pages. One character must say we're about halfway through. That's how I know it's time for the mid-script break. And we have the characters tonight are doctor, patient, and health insurance rep. The healthcare system rules are: doctor reveals he's just another patient who became a doctor to pay his insurance bill. Everyone shares their book idea about their life experiences. Someone says an entire sentence where not one word is actually a real word. A doctor is wearing one of those circular reflectors on their head, but upon closer look, it's a bare naked ladies CD. An argument over whether the H in hospital is pronounced. The patient claims they have something called heavy bones. The health insurance rep says, "That'll be 9 deductibles, please." And lastly, a dance craze sweeps the nation. So every time we get one of these rules, that's a big, you guys got to get every rule that will affect who wins. And every time you get a rule, you get a ding and you get a green card, and that's cool. Okay.
So
but if you
why
don't get a
don't you
rule,
bring up
that's
the
a big
green
deal.
cards when I get the points.
Okay. So we have to figure out who goes first.
Points.
So it's time for the coin flip.
Ooh. I hope I win.
It's going to be good, Kyle. Pay attention because this is where the winners and the losers are made separate
It's
from each other.
cricket.
Yes. Yes. I'm going first. I feel really good about this. I feel really energized. Okay.
All right. Cricket, take it away. Tell us about your script.
Okay. My script is called Blood Busters. Fan fiction about the American healthcare system. Kyle, I was hoping that you could read the role of doctor. Robbie, if you could read the role of patient.
That sounds great.
And if you
Cricket,
could
I'm
make her
gonna
a little bit like,
knock
make her a
this
little
one
bit.
out of the park for you.
Okay. I'd appreciate it. And then Ben, if you could read the stage directions, that'd be great.
I would love to.
Okay.
I'd be
Let's
honored.
get started with,
Can I be the doctor, though?
nope, Blood Busters.
All right.
Take it away.
All right.
Whenever you're ready,
Exterior-
Ben.
Thank you, Cricket. Okay. Exterior.
Just get started like whenever you want. You can like don't wait for me to say. You should just go whenever you want.
All
Well,
right,
it's the
we'll take
fan
it over.
fiction showdown. We're so glad that Kyle is here.
Kyle's here. Can we get we
Okay.
get something in the chat? Just something you guys you figure it out, but do it in the chat in honor of Kyle.
Okay.
Okay.
So take it away, Ben.
Then take it away, Ben. Exterior imposing Gothic mansion. It's raining. Oh, I gotta start the timer.
That's okay.
Okay. It's raining as if rain were something that came out of the sky on purpose. Soggy, muddy, wet, wet, wet. Oh, snap. A person is here. The person looks like the kind of person God would make if God were real and made people. A jaw an alligator would be proud of. The kind of teeth that look white, but not that weird, blinding, fake blue white that freaks me out. This person's teeth just look like they have teeth that are naturally white and never get stained. The cool person is getting out of a car. A cool car. That costs thousands of dollars, maybe more. The car is wet because everything's wet. Wet, 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 muddy, soggy. Soggy, soggy, wet, wet. Boom, thunder. Person. Remember person? Person runs from cool car to imposing Gothic doorway, and they're already wet because of the rain. Shoot, don't worry. This person looks hotter when they're wet. Hot like physically attractive. They're cold temperature-wise. Hey, Have you noticed some people get way less hot when they're wet and some people get hotter? Think about which kind of you are. Anyways, person stands at doorway and rings bell. Ring. Please really sell it when you read ring out loud. That wasn't even in parentheses. Cool Gothic door creaks open like a creaky door would open. Creakily. Because it is the creaky door and it's open, so it creaks. Health insurance rep peeks out.
May I help you?
Yes, hello. I am Dr. Wet. No, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. I'm all wet. And I'm a doctor. My name is Dr. Oops. I probably just pronounced that wrong. My last name is spelled D-R, but pronounced Dur. Dr.
Dr. Durr.
Dr. Durr. My first name is Burr, which is funny because I'm cold right now because I'm wet. But I look hotter than I did when I was dry. Remember, my name is not Dr. Wet. I'm just wet old Dr. Burr. Dr.
Durr.
Durr. I'm just wet old Dr. Burr. It's a coincidence when you say my first name and last name together, Burr. It sounds like the word murder, because I would like to categorically state that I would never murder anyone, especially if they were in this butte of a Gothic mansion.
Dr. Durr slaps the stone of the house appreciatively.
Firm. I like it. A real butte. Is there a medical emergency in this house? I got a letter.
Dr. Durr pulls out a letter on a piece of parchment paper.
Please, come in.
Dr. Durr walks into a grand hall. He's immediately dry. Damn, he's handsome. And look at his outfit. He's dressed exactly like a doctor would dress because he is a doctor. So whatever he wears is exactly what a doctor would wear because he's a doctor and he's wearing it. In the corner of the entryway stands a woman facing away. She slowly turns.
Did you say you got a letter?
That was perfect.
Thank
Sorry.
you. I know it was perfect.
It was perfect.
The writing up until this point, Cricket, I'm just going to tell you right now, we're not at the break, but I got to take a break because this writing is out of sight.
Thank you, Robbie. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Kyle, you're doing a great job as
Thank you,
Dr.
Robbie.
Durr.
Everybody's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Okay.
Tell me if I sound too robotic. Okay.
No, you sound perfect.
Damn. Look at your face and body. Yeah, I got a letter. I got whatever letters you need to spell boing, oing, 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 oing.
This is said like you say it about a boner.
It only takes 5 minutes.
5 letters.
5 letters. Boing, because then the other oings are spelled with the same oing letters from the initial boing.
Oh shit, are you an intellectual? I take back my attraction to you, but I did get a letter.
Dr. Durr pulls out his letter. In close-up, we see a gloved hand holding it, but when we cut back to the wide, he's not wearing gloves. Continuity errors are super authentic, which is how you know this piece was written by a true cinephile.
What does it say?
Dr. Durr is very uncomfortable. He looks at the letter and slowly begins to sound it out.
Gagging, Franks, Spokalot, Bird, Buganot, Tahalama, Grosh. That's the first sentence.
The entire sentence, no words are real. Nice.
Would you like some help with that?
Some what?
Some help with that?
Oh, sure, I'd love some help. I'm kept too busy at the old hospital to read letters.
I think you mean the hospital.
No, you don't pronounce the H. It's like horse.
You mean horse.
No, not like the animal, like the symptom, like when your throat is hoarse.
When your throat is worse than what?
Not worse, hoarse, like when you can't talk.
What's not talking like? Could you do an impression for me?
Dr. Durr does a thumbs up and starts a really good impression of not talking. Patient and health insurance rep confer.
Why, this letter matches the one I got exactly. Dr. Durr's letter says, come up to Big House ASAP. You are a doctor, and there might be a medical emergency. And mine says the exact same thing. Please take yourself to the large mansion at your earliest convenience. You may get a clue to those symptoms you've been having.
I have never seen two more identical letters. I guess it's our job to deductible what is going on here.
Hey, I just realized something. You haven't introduced yourself, and we're about halfway through.
We're about halfway through. That means it's time for the mid-script break.
Mid-script break, y'all.
The mid-script break.
How's it going?
Right,
I think it's going pretty good.
That's a great question, Cricket. I'm glad you asked, because that's what I was about to ask. And the question is, how's it going? How's it going for Cricket?
I think it's going pretty good. I'm feeling really good about everyone's performances. Robbie complimented me, I think maybe for the first time in our decades-long friendship, and I really
absolutely not. The compliment is for the writing. Cricket is a garbage person, and I am taking out the trash tonight.
Okay.
The writing is spot on.
No, I appreciate that because I live through my work really more than anything.
Yeah.
Kyle,
Kyle,
how is
it for you so far on the show?
Yeah, Kyle, how are you doing?
Feeling? I mean,
I feel embarrassed that I couldn't read that one thing. It's hard for me to read some things.
Yeah.
That is embarrassing. Truly embarrassing.
Is it weird to be the king of the show? Because sometimes you find that kings end up in places of power, seats of power, and they don't realize that they're supposed to be there.
Kyle, you don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that.
Where children become kings.
You don't have to answer that. You're doing a great job.
I'm going to put up a red card on that just so because I need
Thank
to.
You.
Okay, so I just got to go to the chat. Blah Holson says fantastic job on this one, Cricket. X Hard Reality, which is a good name. This script is chill. Camille 2000 says Robbie in great mood. Nugmaster says, hey, where's the voting for the summer showdown again? I think they need to leave. I think they need to get a life.
Yeah.
And everyone says I'm awesome. This bunch of people are like, whoa, Ben, great hosting, cool face, you look good. Okay, so time to get back into the script. Let's go back to the script room.
Okay.
For the script. All right, if you're just tuning in, we're back in the script. It's Cricket's script. When we come back from break, it's been a long time since Dr. Durr has talked, and he's been doing a more and more frantic impression of a person who's not talking. Finally, he can't take it anymore.
That's what it's like when someone is hoarse.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it. Could you do it again?
Damn it. No, damn it.
There's no need for that kind of impatient language.
Shoot.
This is the writing I'm talking about.
Should I go bigger?
No.
Go a little bigger. I mean, you're doing great, but I feel like,
I mean, the script
that's
is
what you're
practically
feeling.
acting for itself at this point.
Yeah, try big. Try big. I'd like to see that from you.
No, darn it. I'm not an inpatient. I'm a doctor. And if I don't, that's not in cap.
Go with it. You know what? Improvise. Okay. That's improvisation.
If I don't hear some symptoms in 10 seconds, I'm going to lose my shit. Sorry, lose my feces. We need to figure out why we're here and what's going on and who sent these letters. What are your symptoms?
I have heavy bones.
Oh, that's a ding. That's a dinger. Big ding. Singing and doing a stiff robotic dance. So Robbie, now the doctor is singing and doing a stiff robotic dance where it looks like his bones are heavy. Heavy bones?
Go for it, Kyle.
Heavy bones. Do the heavy bones.
The doctor keeps going and the health insurance rep joins in.
Heavy bones. Do the heavy bones.
It's not funny.
But surely you've heard of Heavy Bones, the dance craze that's sweeping the nation.
Yes, maybe it would do you some good to try it. Dance is a very healthy copay mechanism for alleviating the stress of modern life.
No, I haven't heard of it. And the whole thing about heavy bones is that you can't move fast. So it's pretty rude that there's a dance craze based on my disease.
Doctor, maybe you should examine the patient right now. Sounds pretty serious.
Okay, come over and say, oh.
I thought patients were supposed to say, ah.
Yes, please. It's ah, not ooh. Please make the patient say ah.
Oh, yes, that's what I meant to say. Okay, come on over here and say ah.
Patient begins walking across the big room to get her examination. Because of her heavy bones, it takes a long time.
Please, hurry up.
Why are you so eager to have me examined?
I'm concerned about your health.
Patient keeps walking to the doctor so slowly. As she passes the health insurance rep, patient notices a piece of paper crumpled in her hand.
Hey, you still haven't introduced yourself. And what's that you're clutching in your hand? Did you get a letter too?
There is nothing in my hand.
Health insurance rep goes to make one of those hypnosis circular gestures in front of patient's face, but makes a mistake and uses the hand that the letter is in. It falls to the floor and patient dives for it. Health insurance rep also dives for it, but patient lands on top of her.
Oof, you are tiny. Why are you so heavy?
Because of my heavy bones.
Everyone except patient takes a moment to do the heavy bones dance. Patient grabs the letter.
This letter doesn't make sense. It says lure them to the big house and make sure they do an examination. You can bill it as a full examination as long as the patient get to the part where the patient says, ah.
At that moment, health insurance rep bites patient's neck.
Ah.
That was a cool sound.
You said it. You said it. This is officially a medical examination, and guess what? I'm afraid this gothic mansion isn't in your network. That will be 9 deductibles, please.
No, I can't afford that. I can't afford that, and he doesn't even cure my heavy bones. Besides, I'm not sure he's the real doctor. Look at that round reflector thing on his head is actually a copy of Talk to the Hand live in Michigan by the Bare Naked Ladies.
It's true. I'm not a real doctor. I'm just a patient who couldn't pay my medical bills for my serious condition. I have a case of being extremely handsome, and so I became a doctor to help pay for it. But I don't understand if you wrote our letters, who wrote yours?
I wrote it myself.
Big ding.
It's a big ding.
No, just saying.
Yeah.
Why did you write a letter? Why did you write a letter to yourself about your own evil plan?
So I would have paperwork to soak up the blood.
What blood?
Health insurance rep, who is an actual vampire, bites doctor and patient and blood sprays everywhere. Once she's done eating them, she cleans it up with the paperwork she's holding. Credits roll. There's a post-credit sequence where everyone shares their book idea for their life experiences. Little dang. The doctor's is called The Very Hungry Caterpillar Doctor. The patient's is called The Year of Magical Thinking because this whole time the patient has been Joan Didion and no one has known because no one thought to ask her name.
That's the exact problem with all characters.
The health insurance rep is called Bloodbusters, but no one lets her say why, even though she keeps trying to explain. And I guess that's the end.
That's the end. You have to end after a post-credit sequence.
Absolutely. All right. Way to go, Cricket. Fantastic attempt at a script.
Thank you.
Now, let's go to the chat. Mm-hmm. Robbie Ratcliffe in the chat says long passages are the key to great writing.
It's honestly this is
learned
some
that
of the
from you, buddy.
longest passages I've ever seen.
Kismet says now there's degrees of ding. Yes, Kismet. Things are changing fast. Sometimes there's big dings. Sometimes there's little dings. You know, it comes down to just you guys deciding pretty soon who's going to win. We just finished Cricket script. If you're just tuning in. We just finished Cricket script.
And it was really good, so you should vote for it, I think.
I mean, I don't think that people should vote for the script. I think
I do.
I mean, you can ask people to do that, but what you really want to ask them to do is vote for my script, even though it has not been read yet. Kyle, you're the king of the show. Who's getting the points on this one?
Guess we don't know yet.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Kyle. Very diplomatic, and I appreciate it. We have a question for Kyle from the chat from Movie Phone. Kyle, what is your prior acting experience? Because you are very good.
I don't know if that. I don't have any acting.
It's a natural.
All right, we got a natural on our hands.
That's
Pretty
what
cool.
that's what they call folks like Kyle a natural from the blood up. So that's how you build people.
No, it's from the bones up.
No, it's from the blood.
No,
up. You build
it's from the
blood-
bones up because because we're
first.
writing fiction about medical stuff. So I was
All
just
right,
looking
we
up.
have time for one more, and it's a question for me. That one, Andrew. Ben O'Brien, can you make sure Kyle is having a good time? I can't make sure that I can ask her if she's having a good time. Kyle?
I'm having a lot of fun.
Hey, that's a big thing.
That's a big thing.
That's a big thing.
That's a really big thing.
We got a big thing on that
Can
one.
we, instead of reading Robbie's script, I'm just going to throw this out there, spitballing. Can we read my script again?
I mean,
No, I
We
would
could shuffle the
honestly-
roles.
I'm honestly going to say I'm not 100% opposed to that because
I
there are
found
passages-
Cricket's script a little bit. What do you call it?
Good.
Difficult.
Difficult.
Difficult. You know,
What
kind
do
of
you-
like
what-
an
what's
acquaintance,
this?
when who's that guy that doesn't play the piano and that's his art or something?
Beethoven the dog.
It's kind of like trying to get your dad to rock out to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
It's thick. It's heavy. You know,
Thick, it's
kinda-
heavy.
I
If
thought it was pretty jazzy, honestly.
You want something fizzy. You want.
No,
All right,
I thought
you
it
wanna
had
feel
moments of real fizz.
To be honest, though, we got to move on. I'm sorry, and it's time.
This is a great
Thank
episode
you.
of the show so far. I feel like the energy levels are high. I feel like there's fizz coming out of everyone.
I was yawning so much before we started, and I stopped yawning as soon as
Right.
the show happened. I kind of think that's the tone of the show
That's
it wakes
cool.
you up. Oh, sorry. Yes, we're done with good old Cricket. It's time for Robbie's script. Take it away,
Great.
Robbie.
Great, Ben. This is the American healthcare script that the people in charge of the healthcare system don't want you to see. It's called American Healthcare Crisis and Opportunity, but that "and" could easily be an "or."
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Very cool.
And if we could I'm going to just do a quick cat just from the top of my head, just thinking quick casting here. Kyle, if you would go ahead and read the part of doctor, because I do think that the
Good
naturalness that you're bringing to the part in Cricket's script can be transferred over, blood and bones and all, to this script.
Wait, are you a doctor? I actually didn't even ask.
Oh yeah, it's a great question.
Kyle, are you a doctor?
Yes.
That makes so much sense.
Big ding.
You really, yeah.
Cricket, if you could read the part of healthcare, health insurance rep,
Yes.
and Ben, if you would do the action, I'm going to just come in from the side with my reading of the patient's lines.
Okay.
And then we'll just get
Fantastic.
right into this. So
Fan fiction.
Then fan fiction.
Fan fiction.
Okay. I guess I'll start. Okay, time for Rob. Let's go into the Robbie script. Time for his script.
This
good.
episode is going down in the annals.
Anals.
Great.
Okay. So this is called Robbie's script for the anals. Dr. Cliff, we're exterior, cliff overlooking the city.
Which city? Sorry.
The city. It's
Just
the general city.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I won't.
It could be the
interrupt
idea of
I
the
would
city.
love
We
it.
don't know.
I would
As an
love that.
actor, I like
Just-
to know where
I
my
just kinda-
character's from because, like, regional accents.
Some people might be Joe Didion.
Robbie,
What's up?
here's what I'm going to say. Cricket and other people who interrupt me when I'm doing. Some people kind of, when you interrupt me doing stage direction, it kind of makes me think that you don't appreciate kind of the role of stage direction reading, which I actually think is pretty extremely crucial because it's all of the context. So when you interrupt me like that, it kind of makes me feel bad because I think that you are being mean and bad.
Right.
So
It's giving you direction. If I didn't think that
No,
you were
you
strong
asked-
enough to take direction, then I wouldn't interrupt you.
I'm just saying we can't stay for a long time in this, but I'm just saying I go cliff overlooking the city. I'm getting into my role. And I go, and I'm about to say the next thing, and then you go, oh, what city?
Right,
then I
but
can't-
it's your job to be the omnipotent, ever-knowing narrator. So, like, when you're that, people bring questions
Okay,
at you. So I'm
we
just trying to
don't-
method act you into it more.
Robbie, you have
That makes
you can-
sense.
Ben's a fucking killer, Kyle.
Thank
You have
you.
to understand. This is your first time on the show. Ben's a fucking killer. He's the king of the show. And the only reason that you're the king of the show, Kyle, is because the king died between the episodes.
Right.
What?
And that's why this time I'm going to reclaim my slot on the best friends list.
I'm top left, baby.
Because the king can only move one square, and I'm a knight, so I go 1 and then 2 over. That's a chess metaphor.
Okay, we need you guys to shut up, and you actually need to put more time into the show because you sucked up so much time. Okay, we're on a cliff overlooking a city. Doctor stands peacefully, sipping a cup of coffee. She is dressed in comfortable clothes. We can see in her eyes how comfortable she is. We, as the audience, are left with 2 big questions. Where did she get the comfortable clothes? And where can we get the same comfortable clothes for ourselves? She opens the top of the coffee and pours some out on the green ground on which she stands. Crucially, she does not pour out all of the coffee, leaving us with the impression that she had more coffee than she wanted. In a panicked moment, she looks at the comfortable clothes that are closest to where the coffee poured from/on. Woo! No coffee got on the comfortable clothes. For what is the point of wearing comfortable clothes if they are stained with the extra coffee not wanted by a doctor, when it be this doctor or another doctor? Did you guys plan this?
Absolutely not.
Very similar. Okay, continuing. As Doctor recovers her composure from the incident in the previous paragraph, the one about the extra coffee getting on the comfortable clothes, except that it did not, she is joined by Patient on the cliff's edge.
Good morning, Doctor.
Oh, Patient, I didn't see you there. I was too distracted. I poured some coffee on the green ground, and for a second I thought it had splashed on my comfortable clothes.
Wait a minute, Doctor. Did you say comfortable clothes?
Yes, you can see that I'm wearing them right now.
Let me take a look.
Patient takes out a stethoscope and uses it to take precise observations of the comfortable clothes Doctor is wearing. During this sequence, which is depicted through a series of extreme close-ups and camera rolls, Patient notices a spot on Doctor's comfortable clothes. Is that coffee? Patient thinks out loud. It's one of those thoughts that could be real or fake. You know. Patient decides not to say anything about it after taking Doctor's feelings into consideration. Satisfied, Patient puts the stethoscope back in the nearby cabinet.
Those are comfortable clothes?
As comfortable as the ground is green.
Well, I've seen everything I need to see. Let's head down to the... Let's head down to the... Let's head down to the... Well, I've seen everything I need to see. Let's head down to the hospital and open it up for business.
I think you mean let's open the hospital for business.
I'm pretty sure you pronounced the hall.
Patient makes a move towards the cabinet. I just realized that if I squeeze my voice box when I talk, it can kind of sound really cool. So maybe I'll
Be
just try
careful.
this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't do that. Patient makes a move toward the cabinet. As the audience, we know the stethoscope is in there, but we don't know what else could be in there. The following things could also be in the cabinet. These are maybes. Another stethoscope, car keys for several people's cars, not listed, unopened mail.
This argument has gone on for long enough. We're wasting valuable time that we could be spending in the hospital. Why don't you follow me there?
Sure thing, Doctor, but you're going to have to make me one big promise right now.
Really?
I get that. That's a full sentence.
Oh,
One nonsense word that's...
You're right. He's right. That's a ding.
I want to say that I want to win this competition really badly, but I want that sentence to win this page.
The sentence, let's just say right now that sentence wins this page.
All
Okay,
right.
great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really?
Really? You're going to have to promise me to tell me later where I can get some comfortable clothes.
Doctor thinks about this for a full 45 minutes, but since it's at a higher altitude cliff, it only seems like 30 minutes. It's an altitude thing.
I promise. That's the only promise I'm allowed to make today.
I swear on this green ground that the cure for my heavy bones is your comfortable clothes.
Doctor very nearly pulls out her gun and shoots the patient in the gut, but thinks that this might go against the principles to which she swore when she decided to be the doctor.
I'm going to need to call the insurance rep to make sure that your insurance plan covers my comfortable clothes.
Well, doctor sits down at her desk, it's a portable desk that can be used outside, and dials insurance rep, patient, patient surreptitiously grabs the stethoscope again, because even though the conversation has moved well past the coffee doctor poured out at the beginning, patient has not been able to stop thinking about the little bit of coffee on the comfortable clothes. Really, some commas would have helped in there. If the audience was to pause the DVD and rewind frame by frame throughout the scene up to this point, and also zoom in, this one's only coming out on DVD. I love that this one's for DVDs. If the audience was to pause the DVD and rewind frame by frame throughout the scene up to this point, and also zoom into the frames one by one to whenever patient's eyes are on the screen visible, they will see little coffee cups in the eyes. If the audience does not do this, they will only be able to assume what they will know if they rewind frame by frame and zoom into the eyes. This will be an on-screen disclaimer if you have the special edition DVD. Patient uses the stethoscope again, but can't find the spot that might be coffee. The doctor has put the phone on speakerphone. We hear a click that lets us know that the doctor's call has connected.
Hello, this is the doctor. Is this the insurance company?
Yes. Hello, doctor. How's your day so far?
So far, so good. Me and the patient are up here on the cliff overlooking the city. We were just about to head to the hospital and open it up for business. Coffee I didn't want on the green ground, but don't worry, I didn't get it on my comfortable clothes.
I see. Very promising start to the day. It might have been a different story if the coffee had spilled on the comfortable clothes, but I guess I don't need to be the one to tell you that.
Patient looks extremely uncomfortable because there's a distinct possibility that the comfortable clothes are not as untouched by coffee as doctor is suggesting. He twists from side to side nervously. With each twist, we can hear his main bone cracking and pop.
His main bone?
The main one. The one that goes through the whole body.
I want to guess that you're talking about the spine, right? The main bone?
Mm-mm.
No, there's a different bone that goes all the way through the body?
Yeah, it's sort of like the skin, but it's on the inside.
Okay. I think that's fascia.
Yeah, it's fascia.
All right.
Also known as main bone.
All right. I might not be a doctor, but I think this is about halfway over.
And that means it's time for the mid-strip break. Mid-strip break.
I keep coughing.
Okay, I know that a lot of people probably have questions right now, but the first one that I want answered is what in your mind, Robbie, what are comfortable clothes? Define comfortable clothes and what they mean to you.
Like a thin fabric that's made up with a lot more threads, like 1,000. It's
Lycra?
like lycra.
Lycra?
Is that what it is?
Yep.
It's just thick with the threads, but you can't see all the threads, and the fact that they're so small makes them that much softer. But they're also form-fitting, but in a way that's okay.
Can I ask you a question?
To wear, hold on. Okay for people to wear that doesn't show off the curves or the bulbs.
You're not allowed to show what is, you're not allowed to show that off
because that's not
your bulbs.
No, you can do it. I'm just saying that's not comfortable.
I think it's comfortable.
Well,
okay.
But I have a question. Is the ground green or is there grass on it?
That's the exact same question I've been asking myself all day.
Okay, and then just lastly, are the comfortable clothes supplied by your HMO?
Well, that's what we're about to find out.
Oh wow. Okay. And then Kyle, what are you thinking? What's going on with Kyle?
I do like comfortable clothes, so I'm enjoying that.
It's a ding. It's a big ding.
I mean, the first thing when you see a doctor, you hope to God that what they're wearing is comfortable. So this just puts that right out in front. This leads with the comfortable clothes.
I don't think doctors are very comfortable most of the time.
Well, they better be.
Okay, let's go to the chat here. Matthias3 says green card for green card seeking butt water butt. I don't know what that means, but I'm giving Matthias3 a green card. And then let's see. Someone said green card. Mossy Lump suggests a green card for main bone. I kind of agree. I think it's a little ding on main bone.
Okay.
Let's see. Just a little side ding. Let's see.
I don't remember that being in the rules, but that's okay.
That's
it's
all right.
Okay. I think it's good to be really
The
flexible.
rules are made to be rewritten on the fly.
No, I couldn't agree more. I think that's really cool.
So Miss Winter is suggesting that a UFC t-shirt and sweatpants might be comfortable clothes.
Can I get a green card for Dumb Bear? Oh.
Nope. Okay, let's go back to the script.
All right. Then it helps me out. Back to the script. Then it helps me out every single time when you give me a quick recap of what's happened up until this point.
Okay, quick recap. The doctor was on the cliff. The doctor put coffee somewhere, and now everybody's worried that the clothes got coffee on them. And now we're going to figure out whether or not the insurance covers the clothes, getting the clothes clean clothes. So, thanks. Take it away, Robbie.
Take it away. We start with the insurance rep.
How do you like where I'm taking this character?
Your character's great, Cricket.
Okay, great.
And I think that you're going to really appreciate. There's something coming up later on in the script that is there just for you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I can't wait. So I'm the insurance rep. Okay.
You're insurance.
So let me get no. So let me get this straight. I'm sorry, I lost it.
Go with it.
Okay. The patient. So let me get this straight. There she is. She's back. The patient is inquiring about your comfortable clothes and if they are covered by the insurance policy.
Yes, you can read all about it in my autobiography memoir, How I Learned to Dial the Insurance Company in My Comfortable Clothes on the Ground.
Green ground.
On the green ground. It hasn't come out. I haven't written a book.
Doctor.
Oh, sorry.
Doctor, I also have an unpublished book idea about my experiences as a person who talks to doctors, but it's about unwanted coffee on the green ground.
I think I found the little present Robbie left me. Ready? Thanks, Robbie. Patient and doctor both have book ideas about their life experiences. That gives me a book idea about my experiences. I don't need to say this out loud, but I will. We all have book ideas. I need to share something else. This conversation has really opened my eyes and my heart. Not just the knowledge of your book ideas, not just the comfortable clothes or the green ground, but some combination of all of the above. You have to understand one thing before you go down and open up that big old hospital for business. You've changed me for the better. Before you called, I was simply sitting and wondering if anyone would ever come close to touching me with their voices in the way that some people touch you with their hands or their lips. I'd never admit to paying for sex, but I'd never admit to not paying for it. Does that make sense? I lead a pretty quiet life, but I've always sensed that somewhere deep inside of me is a spinning ball of lightning. And that lightning is charged with ideas for books. But you can't have books without characters. And I guess when it comes down to it, I'm not really 100% sure if I'm not living in a book at this very moment. What a thought. All of this talk about characters, and here I have two right here on the other side of this ridiculous contraption we call the human telephone. Life is truly a gift that we can share with others if we are willing to hint at very private decisions regarding the exchange of cash for sex. Let me be clear. I admit to nothing of the sort. Just like someone who might not admit about other things they're not sure if they should share with the people they care about. Oh boy. If someone is up at 11:45 p.m. and feels the carnal itch, why shouldn't they just rush downstairs, jump in the nearest car they own, and head down to one of those liberated parts of town where any ambition for sex or otherwise can be fulfilled? I certainly wouldn't want to pass any kind of judgment on anyone, nor would I want the same judgment to visit me, especially during those long and lonesome nights that can quickly change into an exploration of what is possible when two or more bodies whack up against each other in the ways they sometimes do.
Always used to be a doctor. I used to be the patient, but that was before I got my insurance bill. I'm on the speakerphone with you to ensure that the same thing doesn't happen to this patient. The last thing we need is more doctors.
Fine, I'll admit it. I've paid for sex and I'd pay for it again. There are people out there, good kinds of people of all shapes and sizes and kinds who are professional, don't you understand? Professional. They know exactly what to push and pull. They're like engineers. My God, we should be celebrating them. I shouldn't have to second guess my relationship to this community. Why, I think I should be wearing a hat or a shirt that lets people know just what kind of things I can do if the need strikes. And it does strikes. It strikes like a bowling ball. Bam! I've put it up on the board so everyone can crowd around and say, look at that kind of stuff. What we need to do is offer the same level of respect to the good people who I've spent time with when I'm hard up as we offer to the veterans of great wars. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Doctor.
It does. Thank you.
You're welcome. That'll be 9 deductibles, please.
No.
Dang.
Don't worry, Doctor. I'll take care of it. You've done enough for today. In fact, why don't you take the day off? I'll go and open the hospital on my own.
One last thing. I need to know if the circular reflector the doctor is wearing is a Bare Naked Ladies CD.
It turns out that the doctor has been wearing one the entire time, but we just haven't been able to see it since we have been heretofore distracted by the comfortable clothes. The doctor points at it just as she starts to fade away like fog being blown by soft wind.
Well, I'll be. It is.
Great. Have a wonderful day, and remember that it's not shameful to pay for something that the human body is made to do.
Oh yeah, and a dance craze sweeps the nation. Little dang. All right.
Wow, Robbie.
I gotta say, Cricket, I don't know what's gonna happen later on in the show, but I was moved tonight by your performance.
Thank you.
And the fact that you could come from writing that banger of a script that you wrote in the first half of the show, and you could come back with that same energy and put it into that character and that monologue.
Yeah.
Is a thing of beauty.
Thank you, Robbie.
Shark Bart says Blanche Cricket, best Cricket. So I like that. There's our
thanks.
Cricket Blanche, Cricket Blanchette. Something people are saying. Something's happening. I don't remember.
You know what?
People are saying things.
I think we should do something that's never been done in Fan Fiction Showdown history.
What's that?
I think Robbie should win.
No, don't.
No,
we're not.
Yeah,
I
no, I
don't-
do.
I don't want
I
anything
think Robbie
delivered to
should
me on
win.
a
I
platter.
do. I think that was
This
a really
is wrong.
beautiful departure for him. I think I've never heard him talk so openly and beautifully about the human body in that really lovely way.
Okay, no, we're not doing that. You're not
Okay.
just changing the show and
Okay.
you guys are being
Okay.
cute about it. I don't like it.
I'm not.
But I did want to just quickly
Not
ask.
cute.
I know it's questions for Robbie time, but we're not going to ask you any questions. There's nothing to know. It was all out there. It was all in the script. There's absolutely nothing left. But I
Absolutely.
want to know from Kyle. Kyle, I noticed that you were reading real slow this time. Was that because you were afraid of messing up, or give us what was the thinking behind that?
Yeah, I think because of the first script, there's some words I didn't get. I think this time around, I wanted to try to get it right.
You got all the words, Kyle, and that's the responsible thing to do when you're the king like you are.
Yeah, we're going to give Kyle. Let's get some green cards.
Green cards for Kyle. So
Kyle did a great job.
Definitely.
All right. Now-
I'm reminded of the story of the king and the peasant.
I don't want to hear
Okay,
that
we
story
gotta
then.
move on to. Okay, we're done with Robbie. Give me the done
Great.
with Robbie card.
No, it's no longer Robbie.
Done with
No, it's the word.
Robbie.
No, it's not Robbie anymore.
No, it's up here. Okay.
No, it's not
all right.
anymore Robbie.
Okay, so. All right, so the polls are open.
I hope you vote for me or Robbie, but
Go to tinyurl.com/fanficsd. That's tinyurl.com/fanficsd and vote for who you thought was the best scripter person writer. So do that. And while that's going, the polls are open. While the polls are open, we are going to do the costume contest.
Kyle, you're
It's
the judge of this.
Costume contest. And Kyle, you're the judge. We don't like to tell you what's going to happen before the show.
Okay.
So, all right. So everybody did their costumes for American Health System. So let's see those costumes. Hospital cosplay, kind of copay
Oh, that's
cosplay.
that was actually just a typo for me. It's
Cosplay?
It's cosplay.
Oh, okay, by Brian. Okay, great. All right, so
Cosplay.
that's someone in a hospital bed. That's cool. All right, next. Healthcare cosplay. All right, another guy in a hospital bed. Pretty good. All right, Kyle, if you take those in, we'll move forward. Virus Anxiety by Nathan. Okay, looks pretty good. Like he got a lot of tape around his mask. Is what it looks like. Got a lot of masks on. All right, 1 billion. Okay, wow.
Arty.
That's intense. That's very
Yeah.
intense. That kind of brings me back to Cricket's feminist art from earlier in the show. Not that it should have any bearing on the show, and it doesn't.
Oh, I think it does. It can.
No, it definitely doesn't. Definitely doesn't. Underfunded Nurse by Joe Botnick. Now,
Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead, Robbie.
This guy's this is a Brit, right?
This
He's a Brit.
person's British, so I think we should disqualify. It's up to you, Kyle, because you're the judge. But I just want to say this person's British and has healthcare, so I
Yeah.
kind of think disqualified
Yeah.
from the costume contest. But
Yeah.
it's up to you.
Try again when you have to navigate a freaking health exchange, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next. Resting in peace is not covered in your healthcare plan. Oh, wow, that's cool. All right,
I think this photo is
these are
genuinely
awesome.
beautiful. I don't know if you can see that little detail, but it says
These
health
are-
bill.
These are
Just
really
a
A bunch of
cool.
dollar
Yeah.
signs.
This
Hospital
feels,
bill, sorry.
I feel like I'm auditing like a freshman course,
The
college
kid-
course right
The
now.
kids are pulling out all the stops. They love the healthcare
sounds
system.
scary.
They want people to
Okay.
know.
This one is disturbing, and so next.
That's it.
Okay, so Kyle,
Yeah.
snap judgment. Which one wins?
I would have to say I think the second boy who was in a hospital bed. I think that
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good one.
definitely the second hospital bed.
And what they're
Definitely
gonna,
that one.
they get something really cool.
Congratulations, you get a cool PDF that we email you. Let's see that PDF.
Great.
And if you, you viewers at home on your computers, on your laptops, on your phones, would like to win such a PDF, you can send next week's costumes. We're going to be doing X-Men next week. Send your costumes next week to fanficshowdown@gmail.com. That's fanficshowdown@gmail.com. We're doing X-Men next
Can
week.
Can we do a different team?
I don't know what you mean. We're doing X-Men. Okay, cool. So while the polls are open, the URL's on the screen.
Please keep
In the
voting for
meantime,
me.
we have a special surprise for Kyle. It's a surprise quiz. Surprise quiz.
It's the surprise.
Okay, shut up. Okay, so Kyle, here's the deal. If you win the quiz, you can be on the show again. If you lose, you're banished forever and you have to leave immediately. So it's 3 questions. You get 2 right, you pass. Any fewer than that, you lose. All right, so let's bring up the first clue. Blank for a blanking Band-Aid was billed as part of the final bill total was over $40,000. How much? It's covered right now, but how much was it for a fucking Band-Aid?
$1.
Did you explain the context of Bernie Sanders?
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So Bernie Sanders tweeted, "What's your craziest medical bill story?" And then all these people responded with replies. This is a crazy medical bill. This is remember, this is the American healthcare system. Someone's complaining about their medical bill, and how much was it for just a Band-Aid?
Okay, I'm going to say $20.
All right, let's get the reveal. It was $1,400. Sorry, you got that one wrong. All right, next. You're getting the point, though. You're getting it. Okay. I don't want to read the whole thing, but it's a guy complaining, and then at the end it says the bill. How much was his bill for?
I'm going to say $50. $50.
$50? Do you want to get
Are you from Canada?
Yeah, what is this?
Are you British?
Yes.
Okay, imagine something that's way higher than $50.
British, I've been suppressing my accent.
It's like 2,400 times higher than $50. Try that.
Okay, so how about we say it's about, let's say about $25,000.
No, that was better. It was go back one. It was 12,000. We're gonna go back. It was $12,000. I think Eric can go
That was
backwards.
close, dude.
That was close. You did better. Okay, this is the third question. We're just gonna stay here. When my best friend died 2 weeks after his 30th birthday, he had a bill of over.
I'm gonna say $1 million.
Wow.
Very close. Let's get the reveal on that. It's $2 million. Sorry, Aunt. So that's the American healthcare system for you guys. I hope you guys like the American healthcare system. But Kyle, unfortunately, you're banished from the show, and that is your persona non grata, and that starts literally now. So if you could please cover your camera and just try not to make any sound. If I hear from you again before the end of the show, I will get very mad.
Bye,
Don't do that thing that kings do when they go out into the countryside and bring together a army.
Robbie, just don't.
There's no kings are imaginary.
And
thank you. So everything's been going great. It's time to look at the results.
Oh man, nervous about this one. I really want to be your second best friend again, Ben. Proper.
Time.
With a lead of 59.5%.
That's close.
40.4%. The winner of tonight's Fan Fiction Showdown is Cricket.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
I can't say enough how proud I am to have shared this. I mean, the passages were long.
Robbie,
the stage directions didn't make any sense.
No,
Robbie, we're actually
so
going to let Cricket.
No, Robbie, maybe we can do it together. Maybe we can do this together because I feel like this is really our victory. Because yes, my script did win, but I also did a really good job in your script. And
are
so
supposed to be going head to head, biting each other's heads off to be my best friend, and now you guys are like being nice to each other and
Robbie,
being like, let's work together.
Do you want to be my second best friend, Robbie?
I can't promise that, but I'll tell you something right now. There's a lot of emotions going on inside of me right now. I feel like the passages that I wrote could have been longer. I think that the fact that I had a through line for the first half of the script.
You had a main bone.
You had a main bone, and then
I tossed it for the second half of the script.
But I like the second half of the script because I got to talk a lot, which I
All right,
like.
so the really big crazy thing that everyone's supposed to care about is that now Cricket's back to my second best friend, and Robbie's now down to third.
So I'm really happy about that. Thank you, Ben.
So,
2 more episodes.
Ben,
hey, look, and what I always say is wherever you land on my best... I love you. But wherever you land on my best friends list, okay, we're all worthy of love. So tune in next time. We're doing X-Men. Same time, same place. Send your homemade costumes. You know the email address. Just send them in. And in the meantime...
Blue or gold. Blue or gold team.
The dress?
No, the X-Men.
What?
Blue or gold.
All right. Good night, everybody. I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry.
We're all worthy of love.
We are all worthy of love.
All right. Let's end the show. Thank you, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle.
Mizono.
Too bad you'll never come back.